If you have a classic baby face but you want to do your makeup like a baddie, watch my tutorials. If I can do it, so can you, and I promise it's not as hard as it looks. This is me without makeup. I have a baby face. It is what it is. Start with the base. This is the Huda Easy Blur Foundation. Baddie makeup is very matte and full coverage. I'm just blending that out with my very disgusting and dirty sponge. This foundation also gives that very poreless, flawless, blurred out finish. Again, full coverage concealer. I like the closest one. Choose also something that is 1 to 2 shades lighter than your actual skin tone. When I'm blending the concealer out, I'm making sure to kind of like carve out a line here. I'm gonna give like a subtle lift. Contour is really important. This is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil, and I'm going to draw some lines on my face. I know a lot of Asian contour techniques say not to do this. We are going against all the Asian techniques today. I'm gonna start blending in the same direction that you applied the contour. So always diagonally. Don't move past the half mark area. If you think that looks muddy, just go back in with a sponge to clean it up. For nose contour, I'm switching to Fenty Match Sticks, and I'm gonna draw 2 lines and the bottom here. I want a skinty nose. And everyone says don't draw 2 streaks down your nose. I don't care. It's not super intense. Even if I turn to the side, you can't really tell that I contoured my nose. The weird ones are the people who have like 2 streaks down and they don't blend it out properly. For blush, I typically like to use something that is more pink. Gonna add some here. This is from Colourpop. The shade is Sweet Treat, and I have been loving this. It's very pigmented, and the plot twist is that it has glitter. I usually hate blushes that have glitter, but somehow this one gives like a very nice glow throughout the day. I typically don't go past this area, and I blend it up towards my temples. If you have a rounder face like me, and you bring your blush too far in or too far down, it's gonna make it look like your face is sagging. And I feel like that is why a lot of people don't look good in baddie makeup, just cause like it doesn't give that lifted look that you're going for. Only a matte powder is gonna work for this. It's the Huda Easy Bake Powder, and I'm first going to set my skin lightly with the brush. Now I'm gonna switch to a puff. Take some of the powder and dab the excess onto your palm or the back of your hand. This is gonna like melt and crush the powder up so that it's very packed onto the puff. Once you have that, go in and set the under eye and the paw area. This side is way more blurred out than this side. This works better for me compared to like baking, because I feel like baking sometimes can give a white cast. And with this, you're really like pressing the powders into your skin. With baddie makeup, you wanna have a higher contrast to the makeup so that everything looks more exaggerated and more intentional. Brows doesn't really matter, so just do them however you want. See, like this blush, even after I put powder, right, it looks smooth but glowy at the same time. Since I'm more on the cool tone side, I'm gonna take a more grey contour. I'm going to stamp that right where I put the cream contour. This is the kind of contour that like you can't really see like this, but when you turn and everything, can you see like it's very defined? It looks subtle, but you can see where it's carved out, and in pictures, it looks phenomenal. Dust that a bit on the forehead. Don't go beyond like this area. My forehead is pretty big, I'd say, so I don't usually go past like the halfway mark. Baddies have double chin, but they hide them well. Switching to a smaller brush for the nose, and I'm going to cover the nose again in the same areas that I put the cream contour. I'm going to bring that all the way up to the brows and also a bit onto the eyelids. So you can see like I went a bit overboard here and there's a bit of contour there. I'm just going to take that, like whatever is left on the path, to clean that middle part up. See? You just highlighted your nose just with translucent powder. Since we used the pink blush just now, I'm going to complete that with a pink powder blush. Again, in the same area that I put the cream blush. It's a lot of layering and locking in. If you're doing eye makeups, don't be afraid to put more blush. For highlight, I'm using Fenty. I like to use my fingers for the nose contour. Ooh! Diffuse that real quick. And kind of also run it down just this area. I'm not gonna go all the way down. I'm like the exclamation mark thing, but like more subtle. And of course, on the cheeks, just in this area. We don't want like the 2016 frosty streak. The base is done. I know I'm still looking very sweet and demure like this. The next part, we're gonna focus on eyes, and that is the most drastic change that you will see.